In this presentation I'm trying to do a very quick analysis of the L-cross impact area where peculiar structures are seen, show how Alex Collier with his classified massive pictures of the moon goes closer. There, he focuses in on this area here, which is like a monument or a tube that goes up, which could be a landing position for alien craft. He focuses on these land bridges that are seen on the L-cross video, and here you'll see those two tunnels which are actually more horizontal. The craters there don't look round, they're fish mouth type of craters, and they're those land bridges I'm telling you about, which he goes into. There's I see one more there. That's an enlarged like land bridge or structure, just shoots up. There's the shadow underneath, which is similar to that one there. And he's found in this area here, he focused on pictures that show an alien base. So we'll see these bridges, one there go over the crater, see how it goes over? And they're very large, they're like 10 miles or more. That's could be 3 miles high. So just like they're landing platforms for alien craft. And there's that one there that goes across. Now, this might sound ridiculous, so let's go quickly to his presentation. This is, I'll just zoom in this. This is the L-cross official video, so if we zoom in maybe on a few of these closer, we'll see what I'm trying to tell you about. That's that one there. So that's a close-up image. You'll see that is raised. There's one there as well. That could be a platform. There are two horizontal tunnels there. And these are more like according to... there's one there. We missed that one. That's a good one up there as well. We'll go back and get that one again. See if we can focus in that one. There it is there. See how that goes up and it produces a shadow? It's not just a crater. It's like a big bridge. Okay, let's now shoot to his presentation. This is his presentation. So his theory was the reason they shot the moonshot on Earth was there's too many artifacts, alien artifacts. Too many structures. So let's go forward now, where he talks about all these structures there, which we'll see in the crater. That's Copernicus crater, which he said the gravity down the bottom will be the same as Chicago. That's Alex Collier there. This was 1994 presentation.
Next slide, please.
Okay.
This was taken out of National Geographic. This was in the early 1950s. This was NASA's idea of what moon bases would look like.
These are rods.
They, in fact, did do this and create this in February of 1958.
And let's get this right. He's telling us that with an agreement with the Greys, they built these things on the moon. Can you see them there? They're white towers. Well, they're the ones that I zoomed in on in my other series. They're white towers on the far side. This is the NSA alien base with the Russians and Americans. Okay, let's pause and go into the... Well, people, here we go. This is Google Moon. I'm just going to zoom in on one object I found on the far side, which is just too good. So I'll just click on it now. We fly in. You see that's Google Moon images. It's just... the air is littered with these structures. So it's just... well, there we go. You'll see the coordinates there. Okay, let's jump out of this. So the place is scattered. You've got tens of thousands of these structures. Here he zooms into a structure in a crater that looks like the landing platforms that we saw. Copernicus crater.
Okay, folks, I want you to focus on this area right here. I want you to focus on this structure.
Look at that.
In here. For those of you who are architects, please feel free to...
These are these land bridges and platforms.
This area
right there's the platform.
You can see the curves, the angles. There's another bridge here. I want you to notice these lit up objects inside the bottom of the crater.
That's the dark part we can't see at the moment on the L-cross video. According to him, it's the Orion aliens. That's their base. Orion. Look at that.
Okay, there's another bridge.
Look at that bridge.
Apparently this is inhabited.
That looks intelligent for them.
Extraterrestrials from Orion.
Orion.
These are, I'm told, are domes.
That's the landing platform up there.
Does everybody see this?
It wouldn't look like a bridge on Earth, but obviously once you learn his techniques.
That goes into here. There's an elevator that goes up to this area here. And when they land, they take an elevator or something down, and then they can walk.
Do you believe all this?
On the far side,
look at that.
of the moon, which is why the astronauts took pictures of clouds. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, the snow job that we've been given. It's nothing what we've been told it is. Nothing.
Look at that.
Right.
And there's that horizontal type of crater on the side. These are land bridges. That's one of the land bridges we saw further up on the LCROSS video.
I want you to focus on this area right
That's 21 miles. That land bridge. That one there.
But I do have a close-up. This is a crater.
Look at that.
And there is a structure.
It doesn't look like something on Earth that we would build.
You can see the sun coming through this way. You can see it shining right here underneath. And you can see this is in the shade. This structure here. This is a 21-mile long bridge.
This is where he focuses in on it. So, to an untrained eye, you wouldn't pick that up.
I'm always updating. I'm always trying to get clearer pictures. This is 21 miles. Now, you may not see it. You may have to adjust your eyes.
To me, it would be like a natural volcanic flow. It could be just a frozen volcanic flow.
See the sun shining through here.
According to him, the way he presents it in the other pictures, you'll see very quickly how the LCROSS resembles an alien base. We go to the next. This is the next slide. Watch this. Right there.
Look at this. Just sitting there apart.
It's an alien spacecraft.
1966. Next slide.
That does not look natural.
Now,
he talks about these large structures in the center of craters. They're landing platforms.
By meteorite impact, or incessant meteorite bombardment. I just love that.
He says, obviously, if that's the case, how can you have a structure larger than the walls in the center?
In the dead center of these craters, many of them are even higher than the crater wall.
These are the landing areas which we see in the LCROSS.
It is not possible. It had some kind of a glass on it. Right
this
here.
is part of a city, he said. The dome was on top,
This is what's left of one of Richard's domes that he has a picture of.
which was destroyed in a particle beam war.
This is what's left of it.
Listen to what he
As
says.
you can see, there's a shiny spot of the glass tickered in, but that's what this is right here. This apparently also was a domed city, but it was destroyed by particle beam weapons between what we now know as the Orion group and a group from the Pleiades.
The Palladi group.
This happened approximately 9,600 years ago.
9,600 years ago.
Full-out war here. Next slide, please.
Wow. Focusing on one more area. This is remarkably similar to the LCROSS. You see those horizontal type of tunnels and this large serpent-like head. We saw it the opposite way around, remember? The serpent-like head was in the other side of the image. Let's go.
Apparently these are hangars.
They're hangars?
This is a complex that is inhabited by human beings.
You said that that's a human being area inhabited.
I'm trying to get a better picture of what this large structure is. And what's really interesting about this area here and this, it's looking nice how sharp this crater is.
That reminds me of the cabeus crater.
Very nice and sharp. Next slide. I just wanted to show you the structure here. This is absolutely not supposed to be there. Apparently it is the ruins of a ship that was destroyed 9,600 years ago. Next slide.
Showing the walls he talks about.
Piece of shard.
In my other video, 3 of those stick out of a crater. They're about, mine about 2.4 kilometers. So I found them as well.
Shard, piece of metal. Next slide, please. Okay. On this photograph,
here he examines a close-up of what looks like very normal.
Okay, I want you to take in the landscape of what you see here. Now I want you to focus in on this area right here.
There's a base there, and there are these upright structures that craft land on. You see it there?
And I want you to compare it to the rest of the landscape. Just focus your eyes for
Look at the area underneath there as well, and up there that's a platform.
Focus on this area and then the rest of the landscape.
This is how we get taught about what things look like.
What's unusual?
There's that larger platform landing area there. Look at that. That's amazing. And that platform down there as well. Look at that.
Nice and neat.
The walls.
And then these structures right back here.
So now we can understand what's happening with the L-cross. Look at that. That's that serpent-type head we saw, which is actually a landing position.
No, that's an arrow. That's my arrow.
Listen to what he says next.
Next slide.
And before he talks about this, he says a human base. So it's one of these alien human ones with the greys. Look at these upright serpent heads, I call them. These are what are actually landing areas. Look at that. Now, focusing on that one on there. How all these join, you've got layered areas to that, and that one that sticks up, and here's the base. So let's now let him talk about it.
No, that's an arrow. That's my arrow. Okay. This area here, I have been told by the Sayers and Mornay both, is a base that was built by the United States, the Russians, and the British with the help of bankers, using technology that was given to this elite,
given to them by the Greys.
Family by the Greys in 1954.
That was the agreement with Eisenhower.
For a long time, and this is actually considered a resort. This is not Club Med.
Look at that.
Next slide. More ruins down here.
He talks about ruins of
and in here.
Other alien cities from a long time ago.
These are pieces of spacecraft apparently that were destroyed 9,600 years ago in a war that took place in our solar system.
That's hard.
Next slide, please.
It's hard to see that one.
Okay, this is the same structures I showed you earlier. Here's some more ruins. Now I want you to look at this area right here. This apparently is what's left of a dome, one of the dome structures. And these pieces that you have
look at that. That's one of those serpent heads.
Pieces of the roof that just fell
or landing strips
of the dome. You can look, you can see it, you can see there's a circumference. Here's part of the wall that's fallen down this way, okay, and here is part of the dome that is still intact. If we go to the next slide, you might see a little better. But we'll have to focus in. Right here. Maybe not. Okay, this was also destroyed in that war 9,600 years ago. Next slide, please. As you can see, this is very light. This is a piece of a bridge that crossed this crater where half of it's gone and half of it is just still standing there.
We saw those bridges in the L-cross crater.
This.
Let's just focus and go in. These are the domes he's going to talk about in the craters.
Okay. This area here apparently is a domed complex inside this crater, and I'm told that the world government picked this area because there's water underneath it. These are domes. These are a series of domes that are lit up from the inside. Which thing? This here? I don't know exactly what that is. It's not discernible